Good day, my fellow Shield brothers, sisters, and non-binary cousins. My name is Blade, and today I'm here to talk about everyone's new favorite game, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, Suck on This D. Now, before we get on with the video, I'm going to preface this by saying, no, I have not pre-ordered the game, nor do I ever plan to. The gameplay you see here is purely my own from Modern Warfare 2, and before any of you say, but Blade, if you're talking shit about the game, why are you playing it? Then first off, let me just say, hop off Activision's moldy, stinking, disgusting, woman-harassing dicks, and fuck off. Second of all, I will be streaming the Modern Warfare 3 PC Open Beta live on October 14th on Twitch, so if you want to see that, then be sure to follow me over there. With that out of the way, let us begin. So honestly, man, I have no idea how you guys are still hyped for COD in the year 2023, but once again, the good old Call of Duty cycle seems to be repeating itself. This cycle, which I am sure needs no introduction whatsoever, is what I think of as a plague on this entire franchise, whether it's Activision and its thousands of developers putting out the same damn game year after year, or the toxic Stockholm syndrome used in an abused community that gobbles this shit up like it's fucking peanut butter M&Ms. Only here, those peanut butter M&Ms don't actually contain peanut butter at all. What they really contain is disgusting vomit-inducing feces left over from the asshole of Activision CEO Bobby I Need Another Yacht Kotick. As with all of these games in the past 4 years, Activision seems to yet again be delivering on nothing. Absolutely nothing that they promised. This time, the devs behind possibly the worst COD to ever exist, Vanguard, is behind the $70 expansion pack to Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3. Granted, they seem to have more care for the community than, say, Infinity Tard and Treyarch, and my condolences do go out to the devs for having to deal with tight, unworkable deadlines. Although, I suppose it is a good thing that we're not getting another shitty reskin of World War II, the point still stands here. So, right off the bat, I will say that I have no hope whatsoever for Call of Duty at this point. However, seeing as I'm only on PC and have Modern Warfare 2 on there as well, I will at the very least try out the open beta when it releases later today. As of the recording of this video, it hasn't released yet. It's going to release at 10 a.m. Pacific time for PC players regardless of pre-order status, so I will be checking it out then. But make no mistake, this doesn't at all mean I'll purchase the game on day one, as that is practically a death sentence. In fact, if I ever do decide to jump into it, I'll most likely wait until it goes on sale around Christmas time, as that is usually the best time to get the new Call of Duty, considering it's cheaper than full price, which, by the way, this game has no business doing. Fuck you, Activision, for that. But at this point in the marketing for the game, I've only seen gameplay and watched certain YouTubers like Nero Cinema, Blame Truth, and JB Owen Demand, and I can only infer a few things about the game. The first point being, the gameplay itself looks fun. It looks much smoother, faster, cleaner, and snappier than MW2, and the sound effects are once again crisp and orgasmic to the ears. The guns look cool. I really like the new perk system and what they're doing with that, and I personally don't mind that they're bringing back the old Modern Warfare 2009 maps, because it seems to me like the COD community just shits on all the new stuff that isn't that bad at all. You cannot tell me that I'm wrong there, but that's pretty much it. I respect that Sledgehammer is essentially saying, fuck you, we making the game actually good to Infinity Ward, and we'll see how things turn out down the line. But that doesn't mean the game will end up being good or even decent. This looks better, keyword looks, this looks better than Modern Warfare 2 and MW 2019 combined. But to be honest, that ain't saying much, because you guys have to remember, this is coming from the same guys responsible for Vanguard, which is the worst thing to come out of this piece of shit franchise since I want to say World War II, which ironically enough was made by Sledgehammer as well. Man, you guys really are on a hot streak of dog shit products, aren't you? Although, I guess World War II ain't that bad now, so I will give you that. But from the gameplay I've seen, the first warning sign is the fact that the UI is just simply copy-pasted over from the last game. I mean, that's not a good sign, boys. The menus are the same, the guns are the same. The maps, good as they are copy-pasted and just remastered from 2009. And honestly, from what I've heard from other people all across the internet, the game is just boring. It has very little content at all aside from the stuff we already know and love. It's become evident now more than ever that this is literally just a repackaged DLC, and seems that the rumors back in the day were true about there being a fucking year 2 DLC or some shit, except Activision decided, fuck you, give us more money, we're making a full game now. What the fuck? Like, I'm sure a lot of you guys can agree with me on this. I bought this game with the anticipation and the thought that this was going to be a 2-year game rather than a single-year game like it has been for the last 18 years or so. And once again, somehow, some way, I am still left disappointed by Activision's incompetence. I mean, look, man, like, honestly, the fact Infinity Ward treated Modern Warfare 2 the way they did is what made it unbearable. If they had just simply listened to any feedback whatsoever, then the game would be a lot better, a lot sooner than it was. And this might be a controversial, like, hot take or opinion or whatever, but I think that now the game is finally in a spot where it should have been, and I am grateful for that. And I know I'm probably in the minority when I say I think Modern Warfare 2 is really fun, and it's a good game, finally, even though it should have been at launch. In fact, I'd go so far as to say it's better than Vanguard, it's better than Cold War, I don't know. You can call me brain dead or stupid for that, I honestly don't give a fuck. And if you're enjoying it too, that's cool as hell. Welcome to the club. But as it stands right now, I am not going to buy the game at day one. I think it's just going to be a stupid fucking move on my part and on anyone's part if they spend even like a modicum amount of money on this game. Because I know when I dropped $70 on Modern Warfare 2 on day one, I regretted it pretty much instantly. You know, it wasn't like Cold War where it took me a little bit to get there. It wasn't like Modern Warfare 2019 where I actually spent a good amount of time playing the game when it came out. Even put a few hours into Warzone, come to think of it, because I think Warzone 1 was still 100 times better than whatever kind of piece of shit excuse of a battle royale we have nowadays. The one thing I will say for certain is that the gameplay itself is fun, and to me that's all that matters. I think the camo grind in Modern Warfare 2 is still way better, and I like that they did try at least a few new things mechanically. However, and this is a big however, you cannot tell me that Modern Warfare 3 is not exactly the same as Modern Warfare 2, just with slightly changed mechanics, slight buffs and nerfs to movement and guns and maps and gameplay, you know, whatever. It's whatever. I mean, for fuck's sake, they have the same UI, the same home screen, the same sound effects, the same layouts, the same damn operators, which granted, it is cool that everything is carrying over, but that's what they should have done from day one. I don't know what the fuck that voice crack was, but hey, fuck it, we ball. But to be honest, I really don't know why anyone is getting surprised, like, whatsoever. I don't know why anyone is getting hyped over essentially the same damn game. I don't know how anyone could look at this and be like, oh shit, I want to drop $70 on this. I think this is a good investment. I think this is a game worth playing. You know, this looks so much better than Modern Warfare 2. Really, is that the case? Is that what you actually think? Because if you think this shit is anything other than the same as the last game that we have now, I think you're absolutely fucking brain dead and you need to take a reality check, go outside, touch some grass, quit sucking off Bobby Kodak's dick. Quit gobbling on that shit like it's fucking pot roast, okay? Stop it. Get some fucking help. Now, I'm sorry guys if this video seems to have no direction whatsoever. I'm sorry if I come off as like a rambling. I'm just talking about a lot of things while saying nothing. I am sorry about that, but I just fail to understand how people could keep repeatedly getting fucked in the ass by corporate and still not notice. Either that or they just don't care. I personally don't see how that's even possible. I mean, the sheer brain rot coming from the majority of the COD community is just mind-boggling to me. I don't know. I mean, people complain about this sort of thing whenever it comes to FIFA or Madden or NBA or whatever. It seems everyone outside and inside that community is like, okay, this is just the same game being released year after year. Why should I spend money on it? And you have to credit the community for actually starting to wake up. Because you see, it's a problem whenever EA does it. When Activision does it, it's just swept under the rug. And then they pass it off as if this is somehow the next big coming of Christ or whatever. And then shortly before the next game releases, it's like, oh my god, COD is back. This is going to be epic. This is going to be a top 5 COD of all time. Like, bitch, shut the fuck up and sit down. Quit lying to yourself, man. Like, be honest. I guarantee you, you don't even like this stuff. You're just saying that because you're lying to yourself and trying to convince yourself that it's actually worth a damn. Like, I have a feeling all these fucking idiots saying that Modern Warfare 3 will be one of the top 5 Call of Duties of all time are just fucking lying to themselves. They're wrong. They're stupid. and you honestly just can't win with these people. But anyways, guys, those are just my thoughts. This was kind of a rant that I had. I originally had a script, but then I hit the end of it, and I was like, you know what, fuck it. I'm not going to write anything else. I'm just going to speak from the heart at this point. So if the beginning of the video seems more structured than the rest of it, I do apologize for that, but that is actually why. Anyway, just let me know your guys' thoughts down in the comments. I personally would love to hear them. I love hearing all sides of the conversation, provided you're not being an absolute dickhead. And yeah, if you like this sort of thing from me, just feel free to hit the like button, subscribe, whatever, do what you gotta do. It helps out a lot. And yeah, with all that out of the way, I will see you guys on the battlefield. Farewell.